would like in this interview to have more information from you. What are you experiencing, and also what your students and pupils are experiencing?
Okay, so do you want to know? Well, it started on the first Friday. No, so I was at school, and I was leaving at 1:30. So during the morning, news appears in Facebook or in the TV. Codogno was the epicenter, so the Italian Wuhan, as they described, and it was shocking because no one knew where Codogno was before that day. And all of a sudden, because yes, we say it is in the middle of nowhere, in the 50 kilometers south from Milan. It was for everywhere the red zone. It was a very tricky and dangerous situation. And what is disturbing more is that you don't know when it will finish. But then I started to contact my pupils, my kids, as I say, you are my kids in the school. And I sent messages by WhatsApp, video WhatsApp at the beginning, because no one of us in school was prepared to at technological level. I mean, yes, we use a drive, mail, but we didn't use this technology to do a digital lesson and at the distance. Then they are also too young to use this, maybe in the high school, of course. And we tried to do our best with what we had. So some video from me saying hello, I'm well, I hope you are well, let's do something together, and also for the parents. And then we started to experiment Google Meet, and we had 4 sessions. Yes, every 3 days we have a meeting, and we say, okay, let's meet and say hello each other, and to see how we are, and I give them something to do and to show. And also the little kids from the family or the grandparents come in and say, oh, we are here too. And so this is a very familiar way to keep the connection and the contact.
How did you schedule this? If you can tell us like the procedure that you are following now, if there is like a procedure set.
We decided with me and my colleagues that are working in my class, we are 4, and the parents, that the easiest way to contact and to reach everyone was WhatsApp. So we created a WhatsApp group, and only the representative of the class has our number. So she is the intermediary of us. We wrote to the representative, and then she sent a message to the rest of the class. Some of our kids don't have computers, but everyone has a mobile, and they send us back the materials. So we ask, please take a picture of what you did today, of the work we send you. We want to see them, and take the picture when they are finished. And so this is important, not to leave anyone aside. And the easiest technology you use, the better is. Then we are using, 2 parents settled a class in Drive, and the ones who are able to do that are uploading all the things they are posting in WhatsApp in this Drive.
Luisa, like in a sense, in a very weird way, families right now are even more involved in the education of their own kids.
Yes, we are lucky because we have parents who follow us and try to help us. So they said, okay, we can do alone. The school has changed. It's difficult to keep the same method online, far away, at the distance. But I asked the kids to teach the parents how we were working. And so they are all involved and they are appreciating it very much.
Sorry, here I wanted to ask actually how did students react at the beginning?
I think at the beginning they were very happy because they considered like a long holiday.
Yes.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone considered a long holiday for 10 days. I could say. Then they realized that it was not so nice to stay at home, to have all those kind of things to do alone with their parents, because sometimes the parents were more strict than the teachers. So we are proposing activities, but trying to find something to enjoy. And that's why I propose also this eTwinning project for the red zone, isolated but connected, because it's like we are isolated in the isolation because we are far from the partners as usual, but we are also far from each other because we can't meet at school and work together.
Can you now describe to us your project and what you're doing now, your eTwinning project?
I can read it. The project, born right in the epicenter of the red zone, aims to involve not only the schools that first have been locked down, but also the schools that are still out. But now they are not so many out, unfortunately. We are all in. And we want to it become a safe, happy space in which everyone can share feelings, thoughts, activities, drawing, songs, games, letter, experiences connected with this particular moment. We are not alone, even though shut down and isolated. Through eTwinning, we will travel all over Europe and we'll be able to connect with lots of new friends. And and then I asked my kids at home to make a drawing of the heart, what we need, what we have to, and then I collect them and send them to the partner as if we were at school. But the picture are taken from the parents instead of me. So they are working at home and the parents are collaborating. They are very happy. And now maybe I would like also to make a sort of meeting and the eTwinning also for the parents. I mean, because we are all connected, the teacher, the students and the parents. So this will be a very good project for all the community.
To your experience, how teachers can now appease a little bit the fear of the kids that they might have at the moment?
Yes, I for this, from the very beginning, I started to propose them DID works, crafts work, to make them busy with their hands instead of with their heads. I organized a webinar about origami. And with a colleague, we invented a story about the coronavirus and how the kids could overcome. And so talking about this and to make it becoming more little than becoming bigger. The school has changed. So we have to try to maintain them positive, to maintain them happy, and to make them busy. I asked them to do gardening also, to plant a little seed with the parents and from the very beginning, and then we want to create our garden of the heart. So this daily keep taking care of something is also useful.